Hey, so I just had a reading done by this a really cool lady, Ashmura, and so as far as we know, I'm pretty connected and all this stuff, and I better turn my music off. Um, she gave me a reading, and it was really nice because it's what I just needed. Just so happens today I'm a very emotional day. It is Mercury retrograde right now. I'm not overly too like I know about it. I know that there's a lot of solar flares coming into the world right now, causing tiredness, causing frustration, causing a lot of past things to come up, a lot of interesting situations, a lot of emotional turbulence. Anyways, so these things are happening, and today I found myself very emotional. So I was like, you know what? I don't know why. I have no reason to be. I was in a good mood. I had a great conversations yesterday. Although I am tired of feeling like I did something wrong when I didn't. I know I haven't. But unfortunately, people don't know how to accept their actions. Unfortunately, it is what it is. And this is where this conversation is going to get going. Anyways, I only have about 15-20 minutes before my next client comes in. So I'm hoping to get this video done. Anyways, so she did this reading for me, and it was really interesting, and I'm really happy that she did it for me, and I feel really good. It felt really nice to just have these confirmations set for me, that I'm on the right path, that school is going to be great for me, that all this struggle that I've been through at 34 years is going to be all worth it, that, it's just those little things. It might not be, we change our paths all the time. But for the most part, like I'm pretty stoked that she kind of confirmed everything that I kind of just needed to hear. But then she got into detail, and she's like, "Do you realize how special you are?" And I said, "I've heard this before, blah 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 blah." And she's like, "No," she's like, "You're extremely connected." She's like, "You need to find yourself a mentor." And I tried explaining to her that I did have somebody who wanted to mentor me, teach me a little bit more, help me open up my connectivity. So I've been kind of doing everything on my own. I've been kind of learning the third eye, doing everything on my own, connecting to my guides the best way I know how, through meditation, through just questioning, through trying to listen, to talking to them directly, even though they don't answer me right back, through writing. I do a lot of things like that just to try to connect. And anyways, she was explaining to me more of the things that I've been told, that, in a past life I was a healer and a herbalist and I can never say the word properly, but a shaman, and that I was very powerful, and that she's like, "You have no idea who you are." And I said, "No." She's like, "Well, that's good because you're not egotistic." And we just kept talking and anything. Anyways, I explained to her that I was invited to enter this group, and this group was a psychic reading group. And I did a live one day, and things went really well. People liked my energy. People liked who I was. People enjoyed my readings and blah, 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 blah. And it was just like a free reading thing. It wasn't anything more. But then I noticed that my mentor, she became distant with me. And I was like, I don't understand why. Like, she's the one who came after me. She's the one who wanted me to do it. She wanted me to be a part of this group. And, I was like, okay, let's do this. And slowly but surely, she treated me like I didn't exist. And I didn't understand why. I was like, okay, what the hell's going on? So I let it go, and I was just like, whatever, I'm just going to do my own thing. I did nothing wrong. I was just one of those things. And then yesterday, the same thing happened. It was that one friend that, hurt me, treated me like I did something wrong. And I'm just like, this is a joke right now. Like, whatever, it is what it is. I'm used to it. I'm used to people taking their shit out on me, and I'm used to always looking like the bad guy. And I know I'm not the bad guy, so at least I can own up my shit. Like, I know I'm not the best of fucking people, but I know I'm not an asshole. And when I am an asshole, it might take me a day, it may take me or whatever, or some time, but at least I can admit it. That's growth right there. Anyways, so this lady had said to me, she's like, you need to find yourself a mentor, blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, can you suggest me to one? And she said, she suggested this man, his name is John. And I'm really excited to get in contact with him. I already sent him a message, so I'm really excited to just see what he has to offer and what he can do for me. Anyways, so she explained what she envisions me as and how she can see how the type of person I am and and like if I just learn how to hone in and do all these things. And I tried saying whatever this about the situation with this girl, and she didn't look at me, but she turns to me and says, you, my friend, do not need more women around you. Women are envious of you. And I'm just like, why? Like, I don't understand why. I don't do anything wrong. I'm not the prettiest thing in the world. Like, mind you, I'm not ugly, but I mean, I'm not like, there's no such thing as ugly anyways. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I'm not flashy. I don't try to put myself above anybody else. I'm a pretty chill person. I don't know what it is, but it's followed me my whole life. And anyway, she says, no, women know they want to help you. She's like, the problem is women want to help you, but then they see that you're special, and then they're afraid you're going to steal their spotlight. At first I was like, okay, this is kind of cool that she said this to me, but then I started thinking, and this is what pisses me off. We as women have fought for human rights, for women's rights, for years, centuries. We've been treated like shit by men, and men have done this, and men have done that, and blah, 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 all this crap. But do you realize that women are the worst to each other? There's no reason for it. I'm thankful that I was raised with a lot more men in my life. A strong male force. I do have amazingly strong females in my life as well, which helps. But I was raised with more men. So I've kind of learned how to be a little bit more chill. I'm not a catty little bitch. I'm not a drama queen. I'm not anything like that. And I've been thankful enough to, recognize people like that in my life right away. Or as life goes on, I've noticed that. And I've had amazing friends in my life that tend not to be like that, so it's pretty cool. Anyways, it just makes me mad that we as women, well, some women, not all women, put the blame on men. Putting men down all the time and saying that men do this and men do that and men do this. Okay, yes, I'm not saying that that's not there, but women are worse to each other sometimes than men are. Okay, men are disgusting and men can say some crude things, but women aren't any better. We're just more sly about it. It's true though, because there's always a good and bad in every situation, and it's unfortunate that women tear each other down all the time, and there's no reason for it. We should celebrate each other, whether you're male or female. We should celebrate each other, and we should celebrate each other's strengths and celebrate each other's weaknesses and help each other through everything. Because is that not what we fought for? Is that not what we did in life? Is fought for each other and fought to make things better. And just to hear that, it made me sad, because I could have already been, a lot stronger, I'm assuming, if this woman wasn't envious of my energy and who I am. Like, yeah, I feel great that, she thinks I'm like this cool person, that, she felt the need and she felt a little, envious or threatened by me. But there's no reason for it, because I wouldn't do anything to hurt anybody. And that's the thing. And that's one thing that I never want to do, is I never want to hurt anybody. I never want to put myself in that position, because I wouldn't want that done to myself. And you know what? I'm not a big Bible reader. I don't really believe in like the Catholic Church or anything like that. Like, I was baptized Roman Catholic, but I don't really believe too much of that. But one thing that I do believe in is you treated people how you want to be treated. And I don't ever want to hurt somebody's feelings. I don't ever want to, disrespect any of my friends or my family in that sense. But I'm an honest person, and sometimes it sucks because I'll say things very bluntly, and I don't want to be blunt, but I learn from other people's experiences as well as my own. And like, I've always been that type of person where I'll say what I have to say to your face and say it back to me too. I might get angry and mad at the moment, But then I'll realize that you were doing it for my own good. Like, I have a friend who has a child, and she was supposed to be married to the father of this child, and she wasn't happy in the relationship anymore, and she realized that being together for the sake of the daughter wasn't teaching the daughter anything, and that's not teaching the daughter how to live your happiness. And that's something that I learned from her, because I see her now in an incredible relationship with a man who loves her so dearly and that she loves so dearly. The relationship is amazing to see, and the daughter is perfectly happy. The daughter is strong-willed, she's spunky, she's my little weirdo, she does so well in life. She's a smart, bright young girl, and she has a great family home, and she's got brothers and sisters on the dad's side. The dad has, a few other children now from other women. And they all seem to be doing really well. And you know what? Just because a child comes from a broken home, it doesn't necessarily mean that's going to destroy the child's life. It's how the parents co-parent that child that makes the difference. Being together with a child is one of those things where it's okay, you're with the child, you're being together just for the child. You're not teaching the child true happiness, because you're staying somewhere where you're not really truly happy just because the child. And that's something that I learned, as I learned from other people's experiences. Just like I learned that if you treat people like shit, you're gonna be treated like shit. You're gonna end up alone. And yes, I'm alone. I'm a single woman, but I'm not alone. I have amazing friends. I have amazing people that I choose to keep in my life, and they choose to keep me in their life, because we treat everybody with respect. Like yesterday, for example, I had friends who didn't want to go to this dinner just as much as I really didn't want to kind of go, but we met up with each other and we walked in as a team. We walked in as a comfort for each other. And it was nice to have that with each other. And those are the things that we need to do as people, as humans, as a civilization. Is we should treat each other with respect and build each other up. And I'm getting fed up and tired. I'm the first one to complain about men, yes, because I've been treated like shit and blah, blah, blah. But if anything is more truer than this right now, is I've been treated worse mentally by women than I ever have by men. And this is coming from family. This is coming from friends. It was always, men are more dirty. They're like, I want to sleep with you. My ex wasn't always the nicest, but I can't take away the good things that we did have. But that was his own insecurities, and I accept that was his problems that he took out on me, but I was strong enough to handle them until I couldn't anymore. But women have torn me down so much in my life, and sometimes now that makes me angry whenever I hear that men do this, men do that, men do this, men do that. No, women treat each other so much worse than any man could sometimes. And I think we forget that we're supposed to be here to help each other and help each other grow. It shouldn't take a movement like the Me Too movement for one person to stick up for other women. It shouldn't matter, or men, or anybody that was sexually abused. It shouldn't take something so horrible for everybody to build each other up. We should always be building each other up, okay? On that note, I'm going to finish my schoolwork. And I'm thankful for that reading, and I'm excited to see what happens with this man. And I'm excited to see what courses or what mentoring he's willing to do for me. And I'll keep you guys posted on the process. And yeah, see you guys later.